gosh, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. He'd like to zoom out more on my computer. How's everyone doing? Hello? Okay, I'm trying to like push my computer back so you guys can see more. My screen is huge, so I don't know how I'm going to show you this. Maybe I'll just have to move my camera around. Why is it like going out of focus? Hey everybody. Hey, like, what is it? Halloween Eve. Happy Halloween Eve. So thanks for the hearts, guys. I have a quick tutorial for you guys. I haven't done a tutorial in like a super long time. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just make my screen smaller, can I? Let's see. How you doing? Happy Friday. Here we go. I think this will work. There, that's better. Now you can see what I'm doing, kind of. Here, actually, let me push it up like this so you can see the file. This is so hard to do. This is why I don't normally do tutorials, right? How's everybody doing? So I have a fun little tutorial for you guys today. I don't normally do tutorials, but I am literally just multitasking because I'm actually doing this for a client right now. I'm like literally doing a design, and I thought it might be fun to kind of show you guys how I do it. Because I think I maybe have even taught this tip before, but it's such a good one that I'm sure some of you guys missed it, so it's worth going over again. So what I mean by a faux vector is that you can kind of edit things without making it into a vector, because sometimes you just want to keep it as a bitmap. Like, well, number one, like if it's already a bitmap, sometimes it's easier to, a raster, it's easier to just keep it as a raster and not have to go through, like, sometimes there's lines and stuff. So there's two ways to do it. So I'm going to show you two ways, depending on what your needs are. So sometimes, like, you just can't, like, have a solid line either. Like, you need versions of gray and stuff, and so I'm going to show you two ways to do it. So the first one, like, let's say that this logo had grays in it, like a watercolor, or like not just black and white, because as you guys know, like, vectors are just basically black and white, but it's really hard to change the color of something if it has like any kind of transparencies in it, or if it's gray. So imagine like this had some gray and I wanted to keep that, but I wanted to change the color. So let's say I wanted to make the writing pink or whatever, or I wanted to, you know, knock it out, or I don't know, do something, whatever, but I wasn't able to because it's not vector. So I'm just kind of like gonna just I feel like it's out of focus. Hopefully you guys can see. So what, in that case, what I would do if it was grayed out and I just wanted to be able to change the color, I'm in Photoshop. I would go to mode and then switch it to grayscale. I already have it as grayscale, but that's what you would do because you want it to be like basically black and white. So I'd go to grayscale, and then another thing you need to do in the layers palette, which you can't see, but it's over here, you want to make sure it's flattened. So in case if it was layers, you want to flatten it, and mine's already flattened. So I'd go layer and then flatten image. And so now it's a flat image, it's grayed out, it's gray and black, basically it's grayscale. And then you save it as a PNG, and you don't do it through save for web, because when you do save for web, that turns it into RGB, so you don't want to do that. You want to go save as. Yes, I'm a web designer. And then you would go in to save it as, you know, right here, you'd save it as a PDF, or I'm sorry, PNG. It's like I'm like looking around my my phone. So I'm going to save it as a PNG. I'm going to save it in my thing. Hit OK. It's going to rewrite it because I already have one. And then hit OK. And then I'm going to pop over into like my Illustrator document because I work in Illustrator. Yes, I do design logos. Here's my business. It's here we go. love-inspired.com is my business if you want to check that out. But yeah, so then I'd go place it. So I go into place, find the image, find the PNG, and it's going to place it. So I'm going to show you this other way to use it, but basically, so here it is. So what I would do, actually, so what's cool about this is you can actually change the color of it. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So much harder doing this like with Periscope. So you see that obviously the white is there, and I'm going to show you a way to basically knock out the white. But this is if you had a lot of gray areaed out, if you had gray plus black, and then you would just go over to your swatches palette. Sorry, I didn't zoom this out, and you would just choose the swatch. So if there was a Pantone color, let's say I wanted to make it, I don't know, blue. So do you see that it's changing the color over here? So anywhere that's black or gray, it's basically like a tint. So if it's gray, it's going to be a lighter blue, you know, right? It's like whatever this would be 100%, the blue would be 100%. So you can change the color. Isn't that cool? I don't remember when I learned this, but it was a while ago, and I use it literally pretty much like every day. I use it all the time with graphics because then I don't feel like vectorizing. So you can just change the colors, you know, like however you want to change it. So like basically it just takes the grayscale version of it, and then like it would be better if I had an example that was grayed out, and you'd see it has like the different tones in there too. But what I want to do for my actual client is I want to make this white. So I want it white. I want the little LB to be white and not have any background. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to make it a TIFF file. So I'm going to go back here, and this is what you would do if you just want black and you don't have any grayed out, which is the case that I have. So you go up to images or image, and you go to mode bitmap. So instead of a grayscale, you're going to turn it into a bitmap. And then you're going to choose your DPI, and then I usually choose 50% threshold because that's. But you can also there's some other options to turn it into. It's basically turning it into just a black and white image, and so I do 50%, and then I hit OK. Is there a good book to learn all this I learned visually? I would say lynda.com, lynda.com. I mean, not this specifically, but that's a great source if you're going to start out with graphic design. I love lynda.com. And then, so now I've done that. I've turned it into a bitmap, and now I'm going to save it as a TIFF file, TIF, or sometimes it's TIFF. Save in the same area, and then save as a TIFF file. Hit save. I'm going to replace it because I already have one. Hit OK, and then I'm going to go back over to my yeah, I had to hop out. I'm so sorry. I had to hop out of your scope a little early because I had to get back to work. And I'm actually working right now, like literally working while I'm scoping because this is my project that I'm working on. Then I'm going to choose that TIFF file and place it. And now you see it is transparent, and it's like black, so I can make it any color I want. So I can make it, you know, pink or yellow or green or whatever. But in this case, I want to make it white. So I know it is funny. So do you have a way to do this, to kind of do a faux vector? I mean, most of the time I just convert stuff into vector, but sometimes, like I said, if you have a reason that you need to keep it as a raster version. So anyway, so you can see. So that's it. So I just turned it into a TIFF, and like I said, this makes it black and white. So I do it the way you do it, but just save it as a TIFF. Yeah, so you don't turn it into bitmap because if I don't turn it into bitmap, it won't usually do what I want it to do. But anyways, that is it, you guys. Just my really quick little tutorial scope for the day, and I'm off to finish up this project. I'm working on a splash page. I usually do a long version. Yeah. So it's like a faux vector, like so that you can. And then you could use the PNG version and then just do like a different kind of layer. So like if you did like screen or something like that, sometimes it'll drop out the background, but I love doing it this way because it's super easy. Like you guys saw, it actually took a longer for me to explain it to you guys, but honestly that would have taken me, I don't know, 30 seconds to do it. So it's pretty cool. Anyways, and it keeps all, you know, the integrity of it and doesn't get like all weird and, you know, as sometimes turning stuff into vectors do. But I hope that was helpful, you guys. I'm not even going to flip the camera around today because I'm a hot mess. I just like took a shower and my hair's wet and I look nasty, but so I'm actually breaking my own rule. But anyways, here is our free Periscope group if you guys want to join. It's inspiredscope.com. And then here's my other stuff. So obviously on Twitter here, I'm at Love Inspired. On Instagram, join me on Instagram. I love Instagram. At Love Inspired, and then love-inspired.com is my business. Yeah, I know, seriously. I know, actually, I guess you could use Catch like that. So catch.me, I'm at catch.me at Love Inspired, katch.me, at /Love Inspired is where my catches are, and you can watch and download, you know, a desktop version of their videos and stuff, and you can actually fast forward and rewind and do all kinds of good stuff. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your Friday and your Halloween Eve Friday. Have a great Halloween. I'll see you guys later. Bye.